I'll try to be very quick, but I can't help myself. There's some positives in here. After 5 minutes, as you can see into the game, we've just conceded, or 3 minutes earlier, we've reacted. Um, there's a lot in this next action. So let's roll it. Um, our setup is perfect. Well done, boys. Excellent. That's exactly what needs to be done. Okay. Excellent setup. Thank you. Good. So that's a good sign. Now, also considering that Mimi's been away for 3 weeks and obviously missed out on, I would say, a lot of the work we've carried out, but it's actually pretty good here. So ball played out. Denny, excellent run. So this is exactly what needs to be done. So you're trying to catch the player from behind and you're cutting out possible passes. Excellent. That's exactly what needs to be done. Now, mind you, anyone doing that, please watch this because this is exactly what needs to be done with our false, false nine. So, okay, perfect. Now, just one issue here. Of course, it's far from perfect. Now, Grima steps up because obviously the right wing is low. Grima, perfect. That's spot on. No problems that you come up high. In this case, though, the back three probably need to come up just a little bit, right? Because this distance there's too much space here. So beware of that, but all right. Now, what is instead incorrect here is the way we pick up their central midfielders. We basically have two working on one player. So this is wrong. Mimi, very important that you sort of understand that. Um, Discipline is a key factor. So this is your player, Mimi, in this case, and it becomes 1v1 here. Okay, and then we've got the opposite winger taking care of all these roads here. So it's pretty good. The reason why I want to pretty good, I mean, the end result, because we win the ball, but obviously the marking, as I've shown you in the middle of the park, is far from perfect. But anyway, it worked. We still recovered the ball. So we recovered the ball. Excellent. Okay. Perfect. Excellent, boys. Now, it's really good. Again, this movement, we have won the ball. We make it big. We open it up. Excellent. Over here. Very, very happy with that. Well done. Um, Now waiting for the ballistic missile to come. Okay, maybe I don't like square balls that much, but you want to do it, okay? And here it comes. Okay, we've got a ballistic missile that would envy Mr. Putin, but it's actually probably exactly what we need with our sort of game scenario. Just mind you that the opposition here is tight, but I mean look how much space you've got, right? So these missiles here are great, excellent. This is part of our game. I mean, we could have also done that on this side. So this is the way we play. I'm very happy. Let's keep doing that. Tonight we'll try to work on these. Uh, However, uh, ball comes. Okay, Maxi, well done. Maxi here. This is something that we need to work on. As you receive this ball here, too many touches. Yeah, you need to adjust the ball, but what you should be doing straight away is bang, go to the byline. Okay, so this is good that you found yourself here, but we can improve on it. And you've had multiple chances. You've received the ball very, very often. Uh, too much of this. Just go straight down to the line. Eventually you do. Okay, excellent. You get as a corner. Okay, this is perfect in my opinion. If you had attacked the wide area earlier, you could have gone away. So what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to tell everyone is the movement that we do, so ball coming, the wide areas, has to become a lot smoother, has to become where we get into the box and we cut it back. We are not in a position where we want someone to receive the ball and just put in a cross, which we don't usually do, and pretend someone to head it in. We don't have those type of players. So this is an example of where things worked, but they certainly can be improved a lot. 10 minutes, oh, sorry, 5 minutes later, same situation, same setup, pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, quite happy, quite deep. We invite them to play out, excellent. However, watch what happens. Then he comes, perfect. Again, uh, cutting out any possible intentions of this player to square the ball across. Maybe a little bit closer here. That would immediately prevent a possible pass back, but that's all good. It's still a lot better than a couple of weeks ago. However, what's not good here is what we do in the middle of the park. This is maxi perfect. Yes, that's exactly how it must be. And then you could come in a notch just in case. So you should be maybe here in this, but it's all right. Now, as we play these, okay, this is the problem. Okay, Mimi, this is your player. Cannot slip away. So you should be here, blocking him, facing, making sure that he doesn't get away. Please, okay? If you play as a central midfielder, that's your task number one. Now, beside that, there's another element of concern here. Have a look. So not only he got away, and it seems like we have no intentions of getting him, and because we got Grima coming, but that's not Grima's job. That should have been the central midfielder job. And here, it's very lazy. I'm not too sure whether this is JP. I think it is. JP, you have to, whoever, he needs to be a lot closer on this player. And it's good that Josh stays on this player and watches the development of the game in this area, because this is very likely where we might win the ball back, which ain't gonna happen in this case. Okay, he gets away. Now Grima has to do what it's not meant to be really his job, but anyway, the guy goes in the wide area, so he needs to step up. Here, the defensive line. Okay, uh, John, you will need to come in a little bit. Um, up a little bit. So we should have 1, 2, and 3. This is where our other um, defenders should be. But it's actually not that bad. We are a little bit stretched on this side though, John, please. What I'm worried about is the following. Okay, this player takes on a couple of players. So again, our aggressiveness, it's boys 2v1, and he's able to still retain possession. This is not good enough. At least kick the ball out. They shouldn't be able to recycle the ball. They do. Ball is played forward, and this is what I was talking to Jamil about. Jamil, you must be out of your mind. And that's exactly what I told you the other night. When we win the ball in this situation, we can't play the first line. We do not want to recycle the ball in the middle of this traffic. No. Okay, Jamil, not here. Should it happen to Biscuit, not with this traffic. Absolutely not. That ball should have been played higher up the line here or there, and you had the time to do it. So we don't play into this traffic. In fact, we lose that possession, and they do quite well, I must say. We are ball watchers. Tick, 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 and off they go. Jamil, you get turned around. Grima, this is probably something that you have to work on. You got done quite easily behind you. This is your player, but obviously here, Biscuit, you need to come in closer, and obviously John needs to tuck in a little bit. But it was 2v2, and you know exactly what happens then after, right? It's not a big deal. It's a cross, a header. Fortunately, they miss. But as you can see in these specific, after 10 minutes, how many issues we've had only because at the start we did not apply a proper medium block press, as I keep requesting you. And I will keep telling you until you grow tired and sick of it. Again, a couple of minutes later, we are uh, going forward and forcing them onto goal kicks, which is pretty good. So the shape is not as good, but still It works in the end. Ball is played. Okay, now they need too slow. Too slow now in the reaction. Unfortunately, someone needs to do it, and it needs to be done. Too slow, too slow, too slow. And in fact, he has the time to switch it across. Okay, but that's all right. It makes no difference in the end. We know that might happen. Okay, Denny, again, keep working a little bit faster, Denny. You need to put a little bit of pressure, so curl that run, right? Make sure that all the passing lanes are as soon as possible cut, but that's all right. The rest though is pretty good. Good, good, good. The reaction though of the back four, Grima is about to go out, perfect. 1, 2, and 3, you have to move a lot faster. A lot faster. Okay, boys? But anyway, in the end, the ball is quite redundant what they do. They play in the only option they had. Right? Grima comes and somehow ball is out, our ball. Again, even though it wasn't perfect, tick, it's what needs to happen. Again, a few minutes later, again, we are pushing. This is the amount of times we push them back in their own half, and therefore there's a goal kick for them. Structure is so-so, not perfect. He should be here, okay? And I think that's Mimi further up. Remember our structure. So the startup, it's not ideal, but still, what we do afterwards is pretty good. So one goes. Okay, excellent. So I think this is Mimi now going. Okay, chasing the player. He will travel, but guess what? Marked, marked, marked. Then he again should be stepping here just in case. But again, though, 1, 2, 3, quicker moving across because we know that Grima will go and take on the winger. But it works. Ball is played. Bang, our ball. Okay. Again, it works. This is just to demonstrate that we have improved a little bit on it. Still far from perfect, but it's just to show you that our structure from goal kicks is improving, and this is and as I keep telling you, it's mathematical, right? Exactly a couple of minutes later, again we're squeezing them in their own half. Another goal kick, fair enough, but this time just to show you, wasn't really the best. Mimi in this case, I think you should be here. Okay, but that's all right. So you've been away, you're tired, but please discipline. You need to go into your position. Ball is played. We are too slow. We are walking. That run should be made straight away. This opens up so much space. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A player is free, and in fact, he will receive the ball because we stuffed it up in this case. Okay, so question is for whoever. I think this could be JP or yeah, he is JP. All right, we've got Josh has got him under control. Then he's doing his job. JP, you are 20 years younger than these two older boys here. JP, what are you doing? You've been coming to training, so there are no excuses. This is your player. Very slow in reacting. Sorry, not good enough. Another example of our sort of ballistic ability. Ball is about to be played into this area. So just to show you, it happens. It's a weapon. Great. We used it. Ball is played. Maxi, well done. Again, straight down, straight down. You should be taking the road down here. Okay, get him to chase you, get as a corner. It's all right. You want to beat the player one-on-one, and because you're a right footer, you want to cut inside. Very difficult, right? Very, very difficult. If you play on the left hand side, you got to trust your left foot as well. But anyway, this is for the future, Maxi and Dennis as well. Same thing. We attack. We have a shot. Picked up. Now look at this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Within 6 seconds, we need to set our medium press block straight away. So we should be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then here, or whoever is acting as a false noun, 9, doing what they meant to do. We don't do it, and this is in fact turns out to be a little bit of a disaster. So the shape, again, very slow within 6 seconds to get back into your shape. It's all about discipline. It's about again discipline. If there's no discipline, right, you will get punished. It's all about discipline. I'll tell you, it's Ordnung und Disziplin. Then you go and find out what that means. So ball is played out. Okay, played out from the back. Okay, so player is about to be just to go. Okay, so we've lost it. Sorry, here someone is walking. Here, Josh, I don't understand. So 1 and 2 players, Josh and Mimi, players, you're not interested in marking anymore. Sorry, is the we're losing 1-0. Is on the 20. We are on the 30 minutes, pretty much into the game. Not good enough. Okay. And again, look, this player is completely free, unmarked. Players that wanna, have to work in the middle of the park. Sorry, something better needs to be done. Look at this. Look at this avenue they have. Players in the middle of the park, totally unmarked. Fortunately, it didn't happen too often, but we need to improve on that. All right, you can see yourself. Structurally speaking, it's suicide. That famous free kick. Let's count. Ball goes out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we had 13 seconds. 13 seconds. That is a long time. 13 seconds to set ourselves up. I don't understand the back four. I think this is Biscuit stepping up. So don't understand that. Very slow getting back. I don't understand our setup. It's just very, very disorganized. He's free. Uh, don't understand it. But anyway. So within 30 seconds, we've allowed for the following. He comes. Then he tries to do his job. Okay. Bit slow in reacting, but still trying to get that done. Maxi, very late on this player. I wonder here in the middle of the park, what the heck are we doing? Okay. What's this? You tired? Is it a fitness issue or too lazy? I mean, this player receives the ball, and Mimi, you had so much time to go and sort of get him. I know you've been away for 3 weeks, but for the future only, these should not happen. Okay, we get it. 1, 2, and they're gone. That's it, and we're gone. Now, if we go back a notch, one little thing. Yeah, Grima, be careful. I know you want to come out, but in this case, you need to drop straight away. As the ball goes inside and you got a player on your shoulder, you know this is going to happen. So bear in mind that your goodwill to come out and do your job, but at the same time, you got to drop a lot faster. Okay, faster, 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 Grima, faster. You know this is going to happen. I'm not even going to mention here our so-called midfielders, but yeah, for the future, again, boys, should be done a lot better. Last one in the first half. Still, 10 minutes before we score, we equalize. Okay, we're doing almost the right thing. Okay, good. Made that run. Denny, you should be here. Okay, coming from behind, but still, you got him. It's pretty much under control. Denny, step up a little bit. All right, you should be here. So done. Grima, too much. Far too much. You should be here. Okay, not sideways. Too much. You want to do too much. And the back three, again, 1, 2, 3, you should be sliding across a lot faster. Right? I know it's easy for me to say that now, but it's there for you to be seen. And as the ball is played, what I need to show you here is why the setup is pretty good. Right? We are set up the way we're meant to. The level of aggressiveness, the way the will to recover the ball is not there. Okay? We have them. Okay, it's small, it's ideal. He's coming from behind, he cannot be played. We got everything under control, and this is purely technical. This is like one of those beautiful small sided games that you play as part of your positioning games, right? These are the little exercises that we often do. Try to win the ball, recover like a rondo. Actually, not even a rondo, is just who wants it more. Okay, and in this case, your position wants it more. Look how we get done. We jump, we dive in. Mimi, player of your experience, diving in. Why? Don't dive in. And that's it. They retain possession and they go to the other side. So the level of aggressiveness needs to increase. Let's now compare our setup with a 4-4-1-1, which we adopted in the second half. This is critical because we have to understand that when we change our shape, everything changes automatically whenever there's a goal kick. Now, just to make you understand, we are about, what's this? About 10 minutes into the second half. So we got our back four. Structure is pretty good. We got two holding, 1 and 2. Okay. We got Daniel Sergio there acting as what we call trequartista. So we are in a 4-1-1 formation. Okay, which is perfect. And we've got our two wingers tucked in a little bit now, and our number 9 forward as well. All good. Mimi knows what to do, so do the other players. Okay, perfect example. Very different from the first half. They play. Well done, Mimi. Good start. Excellent run. Maybe now accelerate a little bit. Try to catch him a little bit, but that's good. The run was perfect. Now a little bit closer here. Daniel Sergio, this is your player. Okay, and then automatically this happened, for which I'm quite happy. Just worried about the back four here. Okay, they're out of shape. I don't understand why one player stepped up. But just to make you understand that when we play with a 4-4-1-1, nothing changes. It's still 3v3 in the middle of the park. And in fact, we win it back. Another goal kick on the 70th minute. Quite bad. What I need to show you. Ball is played out. Setup is all right. Yeah. Okay. He's about to shut him down. Pretty much covered. The back four, though, for whatever reason, are starting to get very stretched and lazy. This is not on. Not on back four. Not on in a million years. This is recipe for destruction here. Okay. There's so much space and we are so stretched. Now, our run by, I think it was still Mimi. Excellent. Mimi, perfect. Very happy with that. What I'm not happy with is the rest now. Now, this player now, obviously, as I told you, can uh, um, switch the ball across. So, Mr. Grima, what are you doing here? John, what are you doing? Those two, too close to one another, too close to one another. You have not moved 1 meter. Okay, should be here. Biscuit, Jamil, Grima here. Okay, and John here. Then, obviously, taking care of this player. So John coming out is actually probably the least of my concern in this case. It's the problem is later in this. Ball is switched. Okay, Grima looks like you got it under control. Okay. Yes, we know that you will eventually stuff it up. But the problem is the following. Let's start here. John is walking, letting a player come. So the back four are in a very bad situation. This is pretty much under control, even though Dennis, with a few minutes, the question is, could you have dropped earlier? It's a question for you. Could you have dropped earlier? The ball is about to come long. And we are not dropping fast enough. But further to that, okay, Jamil now is left with an extra player to take care of. Jamil, this now becomes your player, okay, because you were not fast enough to drop. So, yes, it looks like Grima it's the culprit. Yes, let's say it's culprit number one. But the reality of the situation is that I'm sorry, my friend Jamil Golden Boy. Thank you very much for the great goal later on. But this is very dangerous. You are leaving your left back 2v1 under pressure. Mr. Biscuit is walking. Biscuit. This is where those extra, kilos, unfortunately, do not allow you to be as fast as you should. So you should be here, or maybe fitness. And John, please, you want to be a right back? That's not on. At your age at 20, if you can't sprint back, sorry, not good enough. Okay. So even between you two here, whoever was, whether it was Maxi and John, one of you needs to sprint back. And this takes me into a very, very important discussion. Boys, very, very, very important. When we assign positions and we say that there's a left back and let's say, a left mid or left winger, not really a winger, but Dennis likes to be a winger, but external players. When we say there is a right back and a right mid, what we really mean is that there are wide players. And I've sort of explained that to you a while. So if these two players need to swap at any time, it's not a problem. Okay? If Grima wants to go for a run, please use him. So Dennis and Grima talk to one another. It cannot always be the same players, right? Grima's got a lot to give. So in the future, let's do that. Let's swap positions. I've already asked you, I've already told you, do it. Same thing on the other side. Okay? If one of you, like John, can't do it anymore, someone else needs to do it. And communication is critical. So the fact that we don't react fast enough, leaving, I mean, you call these a defense line? Come on. Considering that it all started from here, this is just to show you that even though you thought that the second half was a lot better, much better, well, there's pros and cons, and not everything was perfect indeed. And this one is just to finish everything off. Which is almost a perfect application. Now we are in quite, almost towards the 70th minute, so we are getting tired. So there's a goal kick again. Yeah, I think it's Mimi maybe drop a little bit. Okay, maybe too close, but that's all right. but we are, we want to win the game, so that's understandable. Now we've got our midfield shape, which is there in the middle of the park, and we got our two uh, wide external players in almost a perfect position. We are getting tired, so some of you have been walking for a while, but we're still fighting. Watch this. Okay, well done, Mimi. Here goes. Maybe a little bit faster, Mimi, but that's all right. I will need that spark later on, and we know why. That's good, Mimi. You got him. You got him. Perfect run. Excellent. Now there as well. Good. Good. Here, just be careful. Don't leave players behind you. So this could be done a bit better. Don't forget players in the middle of the fucking park. Don't. Okay? Don't get dragged onto the ball. Ball watchers. Anyway, I was reading an article about it. Professional players do it as well. Uh, just to show you, doesn't know what to do. Ball is ours. It was a good application, which ended up in what I posted the other day for you, which I'm not too sure whether anyone bothered to read. We forced the opponents to play with no intention to keep possession. And that's exactly what happened during that last one that I've just shown you, when the opposition was funneled in and gave us the ball back. You need to start thinking that way.